All right. Peace, peace, and blessings, everybody. Haki Ami here, the Success Scholar. Thank you all for tuning in, listening in to this discussion. Happening, good things uh, uh, moving forward. And I've been waiting for this for quite some time, and everything is now official. Uh, Everything is now right and exact and on point. Everything is authentic, and we can, raise the bar here, on what potentially is going to be going on. But the big news, relatively big news, several relatively big newses, but this one deals with Kweli TV, Kweli TV, and I'm really excited about the potential, man. Let me just tell you, the past couple of weeks, I just been expanded my horizon in terms of understanding entrepreneurship and understanding business on a different level. Just expanding my global analysis as well as networking to ensure that my team that are in place are, they recognize the big picture. And so I hope sometimes, I'm not able to lay out everything because everything, takes different pieces to the puzzle to get started or to manifest. But let me just lay this out, and sometimes you have to have your hands into a lot of, different things to make serious progress happen. And so I'm excited about several things. But first, hopefully, you've heard my commercials in the Baltimore market, and I'm going to be doing some more. I did some earlier in the DC market, but now going back to the DC market, you will hear more from that about some uh, film projects I've been promoting. But now, you know, I took a different direction, and I just see it as an awesome opportunity to really, first and foremost, be in this area and to have the consciousness to know when to network with the right people. So Kweli TV, Kweli, Kweli TV. Um, so I've met the founder maybe 3, 4 years ago, no, maybe 2 years ago in Silver Spring, Deshauna, and I thought it was a good idea. It made sense for me, and it makes sense for a lot of other individuals. So, um, unfortunately, we're not able to get our projects, film makers, and different people that have good content are not able to get their products streamed on major platforms that does not censor the information. So let me just share exactly textbook definition. Let me just go to this Afro. Okay. All right. Like I said, over 250 films, and they were talking about this one film here. I'm looking at this Afro newspaper that they did. It's rather recent. The rare film is one of over 250 film titles that's available on a new video streaming platform, Quelly TV, since its beta launch in the summer of 2015. I think that's probably when I met the platform offers films, documentary, web shows, and more dedicated to the untold stories of the African diaspora. So it's different, actual. And I've been watching some films from Senegal. It's a major, film, uh, and Nigeria is doing some really big films. So, but it's 4 billion of us worldwide, and we shouldn't be looking globally to make change," said Deshauna Spencer. "I see Quality TV as a place to converse among each other and create change." And so it talks a little bit uh, about Deshauna, and she was a journalism degree from Jackson State. and she worked at a newspaper as well, the founder. But let me get to something more recent. There was another article that I saw in the Forbes magazine. So, they're not uh, covering anything that they don't vet, as well as the Afro newspaper. So, this is another one, documentation beat conversation. So, if you ever find yourself frustrated by mainstream TV shows, you're not alone. It seems as though today, more than ever, we are constantly bombarded by the negative press and endless reality TV. For minorities, the lack of quality content is even more startling, as many shows present characters based on outlandish stereotypes. From TV shows depicting Latinas of housekeepers, depicting Latinas as housekeepers, and others showing black men as criminals. This list is truly endless. What's worse, the way people of color are portrayed in the media has a negative effect on the way community perceive. Enter Kweli TV, a video streaming service that is looking to change this narrative. Kweli TV is a platform similar to Netflix and Hulu, but with a tip. Their content is entirely composed of films made by members of the African diaspora. As of today, the platform has over 270 films. So that was rather recent. I know I said 250. So this is absolutely recent. I got another article there to read as well, so I'm not going to hold you up. By over 100 filmmakers from all over the world, half of which are women. The content is highly curated, with over 98% of films having been featured at international film festivals. So that's what the ambassadors are going to do. We're going to go to these different film festivals. I know that I was at the African American Film Festival in Miami, and you know, I don't know if I'm making this year, but I feel that that may be needed. The goal of the platform is simple. Kelly TV strives to tell authentic stories about the Black community through film. What's special about the platform is that it has a global perspective of the Black experience by as far as Nigeria, Ghana, Brazil, France, and the United States. The platform has over 15,000 users worldwide, a number reached exclusively by word of mouth. The business is completely bootstrapped. Um, and it goes on to talk about she won some money. She started a magazine at first, and then that didn't go as anticipated. Uh, and she said Empower magazine was the name of it. We were honored people in the DC area that were doing positive work in their community. And tells me that while she was working on Power, she became increasingly frustrated with the portrayal of the Black communities on television. She explains that although she doesn't watch reality TV shows, she was always taken aback by the negative depiction of women on different shows. You always see clips and commercials of Black women fighting each other, throwing drinks at other's faces. My friends and I aren't like that. We do not talk to each other like that. I didn't see the women that I know on television. So yeah, I never watched any of those shows. So I saw some clips, but you know, it's really interesting. But let me read some recent articles about the goals and objectives of what's going to happen this year. The goal, and this is just 2 days ago. A story came out. Um, Teller Telecom Compaper.com. Let me look. Let me click on it. And TechCrunch.com. Let me look at that one. TechCrunch story. Kweli TV is the Netflix of Black people by Black people starring Black people. Kweli TV aims to be the go-to streaming media platform for Black filmmakers all over the world to share their content and make money from distribution. Kweli TV handpicks all of its content, with 98% of the content having been official selections at film festivals nationwide. So people are asking, can they get their film into Kweli TV? Well, one of the criteria that we look at, not totally exclusively, has been, did you go through a film festival? Because generally speaking, we realize that, I mean, and not to suggest that any particular film can't go big. What was that one that they did with like a really cheap budget? The Witches, the Blair Witch Project. That's one film that I know that you know that really, for whatever reason, I can't speak on that, but it did really well. So there are really a lot of great filmmakers out there globally. The founder Deshauna told me, for us, we're offering an avenue for filmmakers of color to make money off their work and be celebrated for the work that they do. Hmm. Sorry. Perhaps more importantly, Kweli TV wants to be the source of authentic storytelling in the Black community from a Black perspective. A recent study showed that mainstream media offers a consistently warped view of Black people and Black families. So they go talk about some statistics and Kweli TV. You know what Kweli TV it means. It's a Swahili word, means truth, just like Haki means justice in Swahili. If you didn't know, um, the black person has to be the main character. That's one of the other qualifications that they look at. You know, is a black person the main color character, shall we say? So no sidekicks. So that's what we look at. Some of the content on there, they got a list of some of the different films actually on here. There are over 200 titles. This was for on the platform with Kweli TV adding about 3 titles a week in the categories documentary shorts and full-length features. Subscribers can watch Kweli on the web via Roku, Apple TV, and Google Play. Unlike Netflix, the goal is not to have an endless library of content. Instead, Kweli TV wants to keep it intimate with no more than 500 titles at a time. So that's the goal. So we got a little wiggle room to get some more very, very good films in there. Kweli TV, which launched out of beta just a few months ago, currently has two. This is old. By the end of the year, the goal was to hit 3,000. So this was. Let me see something. Let me make sure. But this was. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is 2 days ago to hit 30,000 paid subscribers. So it's the cost about 49.99 for year or five, or $5.99 a month. As a value added, va- as a value add to the streaming content, Quelly partners with other Black-owned businesses to offer discounts and other perks to subscribers. So some of the partners, I know the bookstore is one, Black Card Revoked African Ancestry. On the creator side, films get paid based upon how many minutes people spend viewing the content. More specifically, 60% of Quelly TV's revenue goes to filmmakers who get paid quarterly. So that's how you get paid. You get paid quarterly. In alignment with Spencer's desire to keep it intimate, Quality TV is going to start hosting in-person events for its members to connect with each other. So that's where we, the ambassadors, come in. The first event will start next month. So things are going to pop off in Black History Month. So I'm looking, going to have to look towards the last week in November. I'm sorry, February, because I want, have some time. And plus, when you're doing things like in a cold, you really take a chance, if you're trying to advertise and get word of mouth out there, you're taking a chance when you do things in the cold. So it is what it is. We really see Quelly as being a community more than a streaming service. Our customers are asking us to be more community oriented. So that's where the ambassadors come in to play. So and things are going well. Things are going well. So Quelly earned several competitions, $65,000 from a couple startup competitions. So it's really picking up momentum, and so I believe sincerely with between the projects that I already had going with the various films that are out here, of course my book, just to add that and whatever good I can do to help to launch this and many of the different films that many people know that I've promoted and screened over the years. Hopefully we can have that conversation if you're open to that. So, so one thing. Uh, we need to keep going to make this thing happen. So do have a link for those that are interested and do consider sharing this uh, with your friends and family. Holla at the Success Scholar. I do have a link. We'll be doing some things in the DMV area. I see also I'll be in a television show on February the 9th, Homeland. But also you can, come. We're going to do something, meet and greet slash reception type of thing on Friday, February the 9th, with a pre-screening for that television show on Showtime. So I'm excited about that. Things are going to really, really take off over the next few weeks. So progress is definitely being made. We're going to keep going to another level and continue to expand this network and this operation. So stay tuned in, connect the dots, do share, holler at the Success Scholars, like, subscribe. Kweli TV has uh, uh, Facebook as well as a YouTube. So look it up, Kweli TV on Facebook as well as Kweli TV on YouTube. And subscribe to my Instagram, Success Scholar, as well as Success Scholar One on Twitter. So Success Scholar on Instagram and Success Scholar One on Twitter. So that's all I have. Progress is being made. Looking forward, making moves, getting to the next level. Next week, Dr. King Day, I'll be in Annapolis with Atlanta Kush. Hopefully, you saw that 1.6 million views that Atlanta Kush did. So excited about that. So that was 1.6 million on one, and then about 300 something thousand. So over 2 million views saw that. So it's like, Super Bowl numbers, putting up Super Bowl numbers. Nah, not Super Bowl numbers. They get 40, 40, 50, 60. I don't know. Matter of fact, I think they get like 100 million, so something crazy. I ain't gonna pretend. But so that's all I have, brothers and sisters. So again, for you all that have Netflix, you Hulu, or and and Amazon Prime, you definitely got to get down with this. Definitely support. Let's go to another level. Let's make it happen. All right. Holla at the Success Scholar. I'm out. Peace.